It's your girl Lorca, and I'm back at it again with another video. But this time we're in a new setting with my lovely friend, India. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is India. I have a channel, India Monet, and I'm happy to be here.
Below. Yes, and this is also the first video on my new and empowering YouTube channel called The Divine Girl Table Talks, where we talk nothing but Jesus Christ and Christian girl things.
Period.
Alright, so without further ado, let's just get straight into this video. Just like, comment, subscribe for more.
Period.
Duh. Alright,
so question one.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited this video see, I'm excited that you're here. Like,
yes.
let's talk how we met.
Yeah, okay, alright. You go first.
Okay,
Right.
so we met in the hospital. I was sick and my chest was hurting like really, really bad. I don't know if I told y'all this. I probably didn't. But anyway, my chest was hurting to the point where like I was in the verge of tears. Every time I breathed, my chest hurt. So I was just like, nah, something not right. So I went to the hospital, and when I was in the emergency room, like our rooms were next to each other and we were separated by like this curtain.
A curtain, like, which is so crazy God did that, y'all.
Yeah,
because I usually have a room. I don't know.
Yeah, like it was so weird. So we're sitting there. Well, she's sitting over here, I'm sitting over here, and I hear this girl like cussing, yelling, just like I'm texting my friend, I'm like, this girl, she's so loud, she's from New York. Like, but like 20 minutes later she started crying, and when she was crying, it's like I felt her cry. Like I know exactly what she was crying for. It was so weird. So when she's crying, God was like, go pray for her. And I was like, no, like I'm not about to go over there and pray for her, like that's weird. He said it again. He was like, nah, like just go pray for her or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So I was like, hey, how about I pray for her from right here? So it literally in my room, I just stretched my hand out towards her room and I just prayed for her and I left it at that. I was like,
she thought it was gonna work.
Yeah. I was like, I prayed for her. Okay, cool. Fast forward, we're about to leave. I overheard the nurse saying like, or she was talking about how she needed a ride home pretty much back to school. And God was like, take her home. And I was like, no, I'm not about to. I was like, I'm not about to walk up to this girl and be like, hey, like, do you need a ride home?
You don't even know where I'm going.
And I don't even know her. Like, she doesn't know me. She's probably gonna think I'm mad weird. Like, I was just so in my head. So I said no. Fast forward, God still was like, you're gonna do it, period. So,
because you're a child of God.
Yeah, so, and God, like, he needed it to happen. So I ended up meeting her in the waiting room, and when she was down there, I just walked up to her. So she's like, hey, you need a ride home? And she was just like, yeah, like.
Mind you, yeah, okay, so let me tell my story. Okay, so basically, alright, so I was sick, y'all. Like, I was really sick. And mind you, I really do not get sick. I don't get sick. If I'm sick, just know it's something serious. Some, like, really bad cold, like the flu or something crazy, right? So, I'm like, I was just constantly throwing up. I'm like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? So, I go to the nurse in my school. And I go to Lincoln University, PA. So, LU. Orange and blue. Okay, but, yeah, so literally they sent me in an Uber over there because they didn't want me driving because I was throwing up. I was sick. Even though I had my car on campus, they were like, I'll just send you in an Uber. Basically, I went there and I was there for hours, y'all, which is so crazy because I've never been in a hospital that long. And like, I think I came at like 4 o'clock and we was leaving at like 8, 9 or 10, right?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, you came later. I was there since like 4 o'clock. And they was just taking their time with me, y'all. So, yeah, that was going on. I was going through some, like, a situationship, basically. Like, a really toxic situationship for, like, 4 years on and off. So, I was on the phone with him. And everything. And it was just going bad. How it always does, though. It was just going bad. So, I hang up on him. I was cussing him out. I hung up on him. And, like, my mom called me and stuff, and I was just so mad. I was just crying my eyes out. I didn't know anybody could hear me though, but I was just crying my eyes out. So after that, fast forward, I'm sitting in the waiting room. They dismissed me, basically discharged me. I'm sitting in the waiting room, and so basically I call my school up. I call public safety. I'm just like, okay, so it's time for you guys to call me an Uber back. They told me to call them anyways when I was done. And they're like, they have no drivers. Call back in 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm like, okay. Like, all right. So I'm sitting there patiently on my iPad and whatnot. Like, and I called back. Still no drivers. Like, nothing. Then this girl just walks up to me talking about some, do you need a ride? Like, what? And I'm from New York, y'all. Like, I'm from New York. If you're from New York, you know, like, you just look at people like, what's going on? Like, what is this, a setup? Like, like, so basically, like, she said, do you need a ride? And automatically, I don't know what it was, if it was the Holy Spirit, whatever God was just like, just go. Just go. Like, and mind you, I would never do this. But I was just like, okay. So I went and whatever. So we get in the car and whatnot. I think she said, automatically when she said, God told me to pray for you, I just started spilling my guts. I just knew it was God, y'all, because I was screaming to God. I was literally going through, like, a healing process at the time. And I was literally taking, like, short clips, taking videos of my healing process just to show YouTube whenever I'm ready. And I was crying out to God, saying how lonely I feel. I feel like I can't leave this situation, because if I leave this situation, I'll have nobody and whatnot. Like, so yeah, I just started pouring my guts out, like, just telling her all my business. It felt safe there, especially she knew God. So I was like, you know God? You must know me. Like, like, so literally, I started spilling my guts out, literally. And then ever since then, I've just been locked in.
Yes, so we exchanged numbers.
Yeah.
And then, like, a few weeks ago, probably, like, 3 weeks ago, she was texting me and she was, like, mad suicidal. She was like, Indy, I can't do it no more, like, da-da-da. And I was
I've
like,
never been
no.
suicidal.
I'm like, oh, this is an attack of the enemy. You're going to make it through. Just trying to be, like, the encouraging light in her life. So I go to Union Church. So Union, we have this worship night called Catalyst, like, once a month. And it was last Friday.
Yeah. Was it last Friday?
Yeah, it was last Friday.
Everything just been moving so fast.
So I text her, I'm just like, you gotta come. When you come there, I'm like, you're gonna get freed. Like, and I told her,
I felt like I was supposed to. Mind you, I was supposed to spend Thanksgiving with that person, with my ex. And, like, something, I literally heard God say, you're not going. You're not going.
Gotcha.
Literally, like, you're not going. I'm like, God, this is the last time I'm going. This is the last time. He's like, nope. Yo. And then literally, we went there. And I literally was bawling my eyes out, y'all. I was bawling my eyes out. Something told me to walk to the front. I was in the back, literally, because they didn't have no more seats. And they just got me, like, a seat, basically. I went to the front and whatnot. And, like, the pastor literally came up to me and said, can I pray for you? What? Yeah. Like,
perfect timing. Because, mind you guys, she was late. Like, it started at 7. She probably got there, like,
8:45. Yeah, like
and literally soon she got there, like, she got there right when he started, like, saying the message, I think. And,
literally.
Like,
I caught everything. Like, literally, I'm going to show some clips too, y'all. But literally, like, the message started right when I got in there. I kid you not. And I think it was a message about, like, finding your strength through weakness or something like that. Like, it's on YouTube. It's, like, by Stephen Chandler. Stephen Chandler and whatnot. It's finding, like, the power in your weakness. I think that's what it is, because I rewatched it. And, like, what? And it's exactly what I was going through. Like, y'all, like,
it was good.
God be godding, okay? Like,
and literally the next day, like, cause it was late when we left. We went out to eat after, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning when we got back. Mm-hmm. But literally, like, I kept waking up in the middle of the night, and, like, I was looking at her, and I was literally like, God was like, you know, you did that, and I was like, I did what? Like, no,
because I was freed. Like,
yeah, God literally was like, if you would have never listened, like, I'm not taking the credit. It was all God, but God was like, if you would have listened to when I told you to go pray for her and, like, go talk to her, like, she would have never been freed. Like, it was your obedience that freed her.
Literally.
And I just started crying because I'm just like...
And God is so intentional. He's so intentional. He doesn't make mistakes. You don't meet coincidentally. Like, that's not something God does.
Even the timing, like... It just
right, like that was when I was really just going through it, and literally God don't force you to do nothing. This angel right here is literally an angel, because he don't force you to do his will. He can only just put it on your mind. You decide to do whatever you want to do. You know, like, he still doesn't have that control over you. So, like, it's really hurting her heart. Like, you know, like, because some people would have been like, you know what, God, I hear you, but I'm really not doing this. I'm going home. Like, you know, like, I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I got this cough.
Yeah, and I texted my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm taking this girl home from the hospital. My mom was like, you're doing what? She was like, well, I'm like, I feel like God told me to do it.
Literally, and then he did, because look at me now. Like, let's really talk about the testimony.
No, for real.
Like, and mind you, I was going through certain things only God knew. Like, there's no way he just I'm sitting here crying, saying I'm alone. All of a sudden, a girl just shows up, and now we're locked in.
Like, I didn't even know her exact story, but it's like the tears, because, like, I went through, like, a depression. Yeah, it's like, it was like, I've been there before, so, like, I know. It was so crazy.
And look at us now, though, like, literally, like, and mind you, y'all, after that, short miracles were just happening to me. Like, it was so crazy. I went to CVS. I went back home to New York, and I went to CVS for, like, a passport thing, because I need to renew my passport, so I need a picture. So my mom was like, you know what, come with me, let's go do it right now, since you're in New York. I go, and tell me why, like, my eyes literally directed to, like, a bookshelf, right? Mind you, there's other bookshelves there, but it's just that one bookshelf. Yeah, I pick up this one book that says Calm Your Anxiety, right? I didn't know it was a devotional, nothing like that. I pick it up. I'm like, what is this about? I have anxiety. Like, what is this about? I open it up to, like, a random page because I'm just like, yo, I'm just trying to see, like, you know, I'm bored. I'm waiting in the line. Let me see. So I open it up. Tell me why it's talking about relationships, abusive relationships, all this other crazy mess I was going through. Like, what? Ain't God good? Like, what? All the time. Literally. So after that, that was just another confirmation for me, right? I'm like, okay, bet. I buy the book. I buy it. After that, literally, I met this other girl, literally, and she was telling me about this Spirit Week, Gospel Spirit Week and stuff. Mind you, I was going to stay in New York for another week, but I didn't. I decided not to. So I went home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just come back to New York for Thanksgiving and spend time with so-and-so. Right? I go to Lincoln and I'm talking to the girl and she's like, yeah, they're having a gospel spirit week and there's gospel karaoke tonight. Do you want to go? So I'm like, all right, let's go. And then we're going to every event basically that whole week. And I'm just trying to build a relationship with God at this point because now God is just telling me, like, he's literally confirming, like, yo, come to me. You don't need nobody, come to me. So I'm like, okay. We go to, like, this Bible study and I meet this boy and whatnot. Like, and ever since then, I've stopped every bad habit, y'all. Like, God just, he was just giving confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. What more did I need? The physical person to be there? Like, I didn't need that. So, like, literally, I dropped everything. I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking. I stopped going out. Like, none of that even excites me no more. It's not that I stopped because I was forced. None of that excites me no more. I stopped wearing revealing clothes. I feel better. I feel classier. I feel cleaner. Like, I feel good. Like, and the peace that I feel, the calmness, the joy, I don't want this to ever go away. God is love, y'all. God is love, and the way that I feel, I just want to spread it all over to everybody. So that's exactly why I'm starting my podcast and just not only talking about what God has done for me, but just helping other people come to God as well. You know, just like India right here. So yeah, that's our little short version of our testimony, I guess. Or like how we met, I guess.
Yeah. How we met, yeah.
But my testimony a little bit.
Yeah, really. And it's crazy how fast all that happened, y'all. This literally happened in the span of like a month.
Like what? And now I'm in a different position. Like I'm doing things I can't talk about yet. But like I'm in a whole, like it's like God did a 360 in my life. Like tell me not. Like super
and
fast.
It's so weird because like I think I was praying for you one day and I was just like, God is gonna do it like that, like.
And everybody kept telling me they feel like I have a higher purpose. I always felt like that though. I always felt like a 9 to 5 wouldn't suffice for my life. I always felt like it was a bigger thing, but I thought it was YouTube that was the bigger thing that God was telling me. It is YouTube, but I think I'm supposed to bring people to Him, you know, through YouTube. Like, so yeah, we're here. Yes. And I'm happy and it's great. Like, life is good.
It is.
Okay, and look at me smiling. Like, what?
I'm gonna do this question first. I'm gonna do. So, how do you feel about certain standards and expectations given to Christian women?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the main reason why I feel like I didn't touch base with God. Like I grew up in the church and I was always around the church and I do believe in God and I was a Christian ever since I was younger, but I never fully accepted Him for myself and built a relationship for myself until now. And the main reason why is because the standards they give these women, because I was wearing revealing clothes, so they would like basically I want to say shun me, you know, like they would basically be like, oh, look at her, she can't be one of us type, you know, like, because it's like she was wearing revealing clothes. Even though I was lost at the time, it didn't matter. I felt like I wasn't accepted because the standards were so high. It was like, to be a Christian woman, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to live in a straight line. It gotta be exactly that, and if it's not exactly that, you can't be a Christian woman. So that's basically how it felt. It felt like I couldn't achieve that because I was so downplayed. Like, I was belittled, basically. Like, oh, you can't come here. Like, you know?
And I feel like that's more of, like, the religion aspect of it. Like, with the other question that we have, like, with judgmental Christians and stuff, I feel like they put this standard up and it's just like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, or whatever. And they focus too much on the actual religion. But a lot of religion, people don't have a relationship with God. And I feel like the more you like come to God and find him for yourself and like get in your own word and really see like who he is, because God is love. He's like, he accepts you as it is. Like God, if you read the Bible, God was cool with people that were drunk. God was cool with people that were killers. God like,
because guess what? It's not about the place you're going. It's about the journey and what brought you there. You know, like, and that's the thing that's gonna change other people's lives, because you're gonna talk about it and they're gonna see only God could do it.
Exactly.
Only God could do it. No man could have done exactly what God has done for me. And that's what's gonna bring people closer to him. Because it's like, yo, look at her. She was doing this. She was doing that. Now look at her, saved through Christ. And it's about the journey. But a lot of like people in the church are so like into their mind. They don't think it's about, they want to be so perfect. I want to say perfect through Christ.
And God loves everybody too. God loves, let's be honest, like God loves everybody's his kids. God loves strippers. God loves people that get drunk. God, like, you know what I'm saying? Like God loves everybody. So I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm not going to come to God because God doesn't love me. God's mad at me. That's not the type of God that we serve. Like, no.
And real people that been through it, real Christians that have a real testimony know to accept any and everyone. You know, like, so.
Because who are we to judge?
We are not the people that's letting them into heaven. Like, you know, we don't. I'm not the one like, yeah, you're not in the book. Like,
you know.
You know.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just do this one. Time heals or God heals? What do you think?
Yeah, I like that. Cause you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, time heals," but I mean, do you want to go? I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about when God delivered me from depression, and it's so crazy. Like it literally happened like overnight. So I've been depressed for like years since like, and I don't even remember why I was depressed. But literally like the week of my graduation, when I graduated college, I was just so depressed. Like I don't know what it was, and I don't know if it's because the enemy knew that I was about to graduate and really step into like my calling and stuff. Because the devil knows, like. He sees the end result. He
just
sees
like God is a master architect. He is too. Yeah.
So he sees that. So he's like, oh nah. If India finds out who she really is, she about to be like, yeah. So he was really just attacking me left and right. It was just crazy. Fast forward, I was in my car and I was door dashing because I was broke. Like if y'all have been in college broke is a different type of broke. So I was broke. I was in college. I was door dashing. I sat down in the car and I just said, God, like, look. You know, and when I would be talking to God, I'd be pulling out that word. I'm like, look, your word says that we'ven endures for at night, but joy comes in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, I better have joy. And that's literally how I said it.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, let me step back.
It literally the next day, like, everything went away. But it was like, I don't know. Part of it was like a mindset thing, I guess, and part of it was like
speaking of the tongues.
Like, yeah, like because I was tired of it. I'm like, God, this isn't the life that you have for me. Like, where's the peace that passes all understanding? Like, where's this joy? Where's all this stuff? I'm reading the word. I'm like, look, your word doesn't lie, so it needs to come to pass. And yeah. Now here I am.
You see, like, look at God. So, like, you know, like, and that goes to show that, like, not everything on social media is true. Like, you know, when they be saying, time heals, take your time. I get it. In certain situations, yeah, you know, take your time, focus on you, block them people out. Okay.
I think time still does heal, though, because I think it's still a process. But I think at the same, like, I think it goes hand in hand with God though still, because like I do think God heals, and I think God can heal like this, but God is only going to heal you like this according to your obedience. I feel like,
and the right timing too. Yeah, God knows the right timing. He's not going to give it to you because you want it right now. Like, oh yeah, I want it now, so let me get it. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. He knows when you're ready too, because when I tell you, it changed overnight for me too. Like, people wouldn't even believe, like, I've been calling to God like for 4 years and stuff, but it wasn't that I was calling to God. I was more upset at God, if that makes sense. I wasn't really saying, I want a relationship, please heal me, you know, like, but I feel like when my story, literally, I met India overnight. I felt like since then, okay, I could say time does heal, because since then it was a working process when I met India for me to realize that, okay, I gotta take the steps to doing it too. I can't just be talking about it. I gotta do it. Right. So that's when I started really, you know, she would send me verses, she would send me different things, and I would really look at it and I would really, you know, drill it into my brain and really start talking to God. But when I met that boy, that day, like, not even that day, literally, we talked from 9 p.m. to 3 in the morning. And not saying that changed me, because I'm a conversationalist. I talk to people. So, like, I used to talk to people about God and still party the next day. I kid you not. So it's not even that it was different in that aspect. God knew I was ready, because that night, y'all, I stopped smoking, and I haven't smoked since. I stopped drinking, haven't drunk since. Like, you know, like, God does change overnight. God does heal, but time do heal too. Yeah, I guess. Like, you know, it is a process. What you said, it is a process, but he can do things like this.
Yeah, he definitely can.
You wanna go next?
I'll be saying that, like, when I be, because I'm a college student, you know, your papers be due at 11:59. I be like, guy, you made the whole world in 7 days. You rose from the dead in 3 days, so you can help me finish this paper by 11:59.
Exactly. Like, no, that's a good.
But no, for real, like, yeah.
Literally, he can do things overnight, and no, you're not. It's not too good to be true when it happens overnight. So stop thinking that you do deserve it, and God knows the right time for it.
Yeah.
You know. So, how do you feel about marriage? Like, you know, how do you feel about, okay, marriage is a two-part question. How do you feel about marriage or waiting till marriage?
Waiting till marriage, I think that it's, like, really necessary to wait till marriage. And I mean, I guess the closer you get to, I don't know, I feel like I'm different, because I don't really
the closer you get to God.
Yeah, but that's, yeah.
It's something that unlocked in me that night too. Like, that night I started, like, my, I think you want to call it celibacy. I don't know if it's celibacy or abstinence. You know, I don't really know the difference. I gotta do research. But
I know the difference, but I don't want to be wrong, so I'm not going to say
okay,
it.
All right.
I'll put the definition of both right here.
But I just abstained from sex, basically. I just, like, stopped. And I don't have any temptations, no cravings, like, nothing. Like, and I'm waiting till marriage, and I'm okay with that.
And same. I feel like I'm good for marriage. The only time I guess when I had a soul tie to somebody, I felt like...
It's different.
Yeah. And I feel like, I know now, like... being in the world and stuff, like, it's just so normal to just be sneaky looking and stuff. It's just like, no, but when you, like, realize who you are and, like, your body and,
in
like,
Christ, like,
you're like, oh, you don't even deserve to touch me. Like, you don't even deserve to text me. You don't even deserve to look at me.
And also, like I know my husband is on the way. Like, I don't need to even entertain.
And it's not even worth it, like,
it's
to
not.
mess it up. So, and then your second question, how do I feel about marriage? I mean, I feel like marriage is a good thing done the right way, like with Christ and stuff. I feel like it's
like marriage in the kingdom.
Like, yeah, I feel like it's a really big thing or whatever. It's something that I want. My parents aren't married, so I feel like I really want to be married.
You didn't see that view of marriage growing up, so you want to experience it.
Yeah. So
my parents are married, but like it was a different situation. Like, my dad didn't live with us. He would just come and go, basically. So I don't want to say I seen them, like, really growing up, but still I did have both my parents. But I do want to get married one day, and I know God is sending my spouse, and I am waiting till marriage. And I literally, when you step into that different level, because there's different levels of, like, with Christ, you know. So when you step into that level, I literally do not crave to be of this world no more. Yeah. Like, I don't think I'm of this world. I don't
even like dating now. Like, I can't even talk to people that's not, like, if you're not on fire for Christ, like, I'm not saying you gotta be like TD Jakes out there or whatever, but like, if you don't have like that drive, if you don't
vision to want to even know more about God,
like,
you know,
don't talk to me.
Because the person that, like, literally we met literally at Bible study. Like, what? Like, you know, like,
and then there's the fake people that swear up and down that they men of God that also try. They be like, oh yeah, you my Proverbs and I'm like, get out my face. Don't irritate me, because men be trying it or whatever, but
literally,
yeah, I'm waiting. I'm
waiting, and I'm so comfortable with that. Like, I feel like the world cannot provide me anything. Like, only God can. Like, and the joy and the peace I have, I want to maintain it for the rest of my life, and I'm not gonna jeopardize that. That's just me, like, you know. And I feel like me stepping into the worldly things again and wanting to have sneaky links and all that, like, fun, quote unquote, fun stuff. It's nothing. That didn't bring me joy in the first place. I spent 4 years in hell on earth. So it's like none of that was getting me anywhere. And now that I've stepped into, like, Christ, look at where I'm at. Look at where I'm going, and there's more to come.
Yeah, like,
you know, like, why give that up?
Yeah, it's really not. I guess we can just keep talking about the relationship stuff. So, what do you look for in a man of God?
That's a tough. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to just sum it up, because I don't want to give a list of stuff, but I'm going to just sum it up. I basically look for a leader, a natural born leader, I feel like, because God is going to give you that man that's going to lead you, and you're his helper. I don't know what that verse is, but I've seen it before, where it's like, men shouldn't be alone. He's always going to send a helper. You know, it's like Adam and Eve's story. He made Eve for Adam, literally out of a rib. Didn't he? Literally, just to help him. So it's like, that's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm looking for...
You're looking for... Never mind, you can go ahead.
You gonna say Adam?
No, I was gonna say something else, but I'll get into that later.
Okay. So I'm looking for, like, a leader, a man of God, a God-fearing man. A God-fearing man is nothing to play with, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, like, he's just gonna do everything. I'm looking for somebody that loves God, and God will teach him to love me, if that makes sense, you know? Because God's love is eternal.
Yeah.
And, like, the way I feel, I just know, like, if he's of God, he'll make me feel the exact same way.
Yeah, I'm looking for that too. I'm looking for somebody that's fine. I'm not gonna lie. If you're not cute, I'm picky. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you gotta be cute.
Gotta send you that cute man. I know he will.
But also, I really want somebody, a God-fearing man, but I also want somebody that's, like, gentle with me, soft with me, that displays the fruits of the spirits, like love, joy, peace, all of that stuff. Somebody that's patient with me, but somebody that's, like, gonna push me to my purpose as well. Like,
exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I feel
push
like I have
my
now.
Calling and stuff.
I feel like I have somebody that's just pushing me,
just support me in that journey and stuff.
Me.
So
yes.
yeah, that's what I look for.
You know, and somebody that's also focused in his kingdom work as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, not only just finding his wife. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna find my wife. We're gonna fulfill our purpose, and we gonna do this work. We're gonna bring followers to God. Like, you know, because that's all I'm doing now.
But I'm not looking, because the Bible says, who finds a wife finds a good thing. So.
Exactly. Don't look. And especially, I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to tell too much about my story yet, but it's like, I feel like he came at the time that I wasn't looking at all. I just came from a dark past. I wasn't looking for nothing.
Okay.
Last question?
Yeah, you can pick a good one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let me see a good one.
Okay, I guess we can do two, because I have a question. Like, do you feel like you know your purpose? Like, you feel like you know what God has you here to? I don't know
the whole, because, like, literally, it don't be like I feel like it's not one thing, and it's not just, like, a little purpose. It's like, he know it's, like, going to be a grand thing. Yeah. For me, especially, I feel like it's going to do his big one with me, okay? But I feel like, as I grow into the relationship with God, and I literally ask God for clarity, for guidance, like, to clear my path, clear my way of people that aren't supposed to be in the way. Like, literally, I asked for a clear path to, like, what I'm supposed to do.
You gotta do a thumbnail.
Literally. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Like this, and then that.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, like.
So, yeah, like, I feel like this is exact, because I had a YouTube before this, and as y'all know, like, if you guys are subscribers from my old YouTube, like, literally, I couldn't be consistent for nothing. Like, I couldn't do it, and I didn't know, and I kept asking God, like, yo, this is what I feel like I have to do. I have to talk to people. I'm a great conversationalist. Like, what can I do to be consistent? And literally, you know, like, it's gonna seem crazy to people that are non-believers, but, like, I literally heard God say, like, you're not blowing up, you're not viral because you're not talking about me. Like, and I'm like, God, like, and I've been on TikTok. I got 800 followers, 900 on Instagram, like 100 and something on YouTube. But, like, I would do all trends. I did everything I could to literally blow up so I can be the person that I want to be.
No, same. Me too, because I don't know if you guys are from my old channel. Probably not. But I had an old channel, and literally, like, I wasn't blowing up. I was trying to, like, follow trends and stuff. And God was just like, give it to me. And I was just like, okay, because everything that we're supposed to glorify God, and, like, it's supposed to be pleasing to him or whatever. So he was just like, even I had to change my heart. He was like, is this channel to get people to God, or is this channel to go viral?
Exactly.
Which one is it? And I was just like, oh, all right, I hear.
And it was literally, I was seeking validation from, I was seeking
subscribers, trying to get monetized, and then
trying to get money, YouTube, like, greed.
They lowered the thing to, like, 500 subscribers,
really?
And then, like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was trying to hurry up and hit 500 or whatever. God was like, girl, you press over 500, you're about to have 5 million. And you're really like
we were showing the signs of just greed. Like, there was so much things they talking about in the Bible, like, just not be money hungry. Don't be, like, you know, like, be content within your walk with Christ. So, like, I literally heard God say, like, you're not doing it because you're not talking about me. And that's exactly why I started a podcast, and I just went for it. I felt like God was just telling me, go for it. You want a topic? I prayed over a book, I opened it up, I got a topic to talk about, like, and it's coming soon. And it's like, yeah, I feel like I'm stepping into my purpose. Like, I feel feel like my purpose, I was always a talker anyway, so I felt like this was what I was going to do regardless. I just didn't know what to talk about. Exactly. And I love it. I'm enjoying it. It's not no force. It's not for money, not for subscribers. I'm going to post till I can't no more. I promise you.
Right. So me, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know my purpose yet. Like, I feel like I'm living it. Exactly. I feel like I'm doing it, but I still just don't know like exactly what like.
But you'll know when the time is right.
Yeah,
like literally,
like what route to do it, and then I feel like I need to spend more time with God to really know my purpose, because I be like spending time with God, but I don't be spending time in my word as much as I should. And I feel like the more I like really like intentionally trying like really like, God, what's my purpose? He'll tell me. And
trust him.
Yeah.
God only wants you to trust that it will happen. Like stop overthinking. That's like literally. The devil is literally putting those on you. Overthinking, anxiety. He puts those on you to cast you away from your purpose. Literally. Yeah. So once you trust the Lord and you believe that wholeheartedly, don't say like, I wake up every day, I say, I trust you, Lord, but I actually mean it. I actually mean it. I go in blind. Walk by faith and not by sight. Yeah. Okay? Like, don't walk by like, oh yeah, what I can see. Like, I see a million.
And literally, it's power in the tongue, because I used to say that too and I didn't believe it, but the more you say it, your brain is automatically gonna happen or whatever. Yeah. So,
and God knows your heart. God knows when you actually believe that you're doing it.
I think this is part of like my calling or whatever, to like bring people to Christ, like as I did here. And really, like, it's a certain population that I feel like I would love working with kids. So, like, maybe God wants me to, like, you know,
talk to kids about it.
And God's been telling me to write a book for the longest. I know I just have been getting so distracted. But I know, like, my book is going to, like, really free a lot of people.
The devil is trying to distract you from that book, because it's going to save a lot of people.
But, yeah, it'll be done next year. Like, I need to stop bluffing. But, like, I'm not even going to blame that on the devil. Part of that is me. I've just really, like, I've just been so distracted. Like, I just, like...
Maybe it's not the right time. Every time I feel like I'm distracted or I'm steering away from my purpose, it's just not the right time. I feel like
it's probably not. And I think God has to still like take me through this, because I'm putting this in my book too. Like it's still a lot of stuff that I have to happen before I even like get there. I have to. He's not done with me yet to put it there. If that makes sense. So yeah, that's that question. And then we have one more that we're gonna do. Then we're gonna have to wrap it on up because I'm sleepy. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
We tried several times. The devil tried to shut us down so many times.
No, we started this video and my camera was in slow-mo.
Like the devil.
And then I tried to my iPad ran out of storage. My SD card is full. I was just like, you know,
he was trying so hard. Like,
you want me to pick it?
Yeah, you can. Pick a juicy one, real juicy one.
What's your biggest like thing that you struggle with, like as a Christian, still like walking in this journey? I guess like we can do that one.
Let me think, because I really do not even struggle. Like, okay, I'm not even being.
I'll go first.
I'm trying to. Okay,
no, go ahead. Well, I still struggle with stuff, but if you can go ahead.
Like, I feel like okay. Let me think. Cause I don't want to seem like I'm not a perfectionist or nothing. I'm not perfect, but like. Ever since I started walking with God, I have not worried about nothing. I give literally.
So what are some things that like, you know, like I can just say some generic ones. Like, did you struggle with like secular music? Did you struggle with like?
Okay, that's my thing. Yeah, okay. I want to say maybe like music, but no. I think it's just my content shifting. I struggle with the fact that like. I feel like I'm not gonna have the same followers, or like people are gonna like stop following me. Or people, because I'm doing this thing where I'm gonna literally delete all like my pictures. I'm starting from ground zero basically with like Christ. I'm gonna change my name. Like, I thought I was the baddest brat. That's a crazy name. Like, for a Christian girl trying to gain Christian followers, who's gonna follow the baddest brat? You know, like, I mean, people can, but like, it's just the image that I want to put out there. I feel like I struggle with that only because people are so used to the old me. Yes. And I feel like now when I start doing this content, I feel like people are not going to try to take it serious. But the way that I'm about to go, I'm going to take it serious. That's all that matters. And God knows my heart. And he's going to bring the right followers to me. So that's all that matters. I give it to God. Literally. How about you?
That's good. Me, I really struggle with like a support, I guess, because like a lot of my friends that I still hang with still be outside in the world party or whatever, and it's like I'm trying to steer away from that atmosphere, but it's like at the end of the day they my friends or whatever, like, so that's one thing that I struggle with.
But look at God, he's making new friends for you.
Yeah, he is. You know? But I'm gonna still have a lemon drop. I'm not gonna lie, like,
Me
and
too,
I'm
gonna still have my wine.
There's nothing wrong with drinking. It's just I don't
get drunk.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
it.
get drunk,
I don't
but
get
I
drunk.
still like the lemon drop. I still like, you know. And I kind of just, and I'm good with music. Like, I love Christian music, but when it comes to New Orleans, if you know me, I love my club music. I still listen to it, like, and I'll be like, God, like, I'm only listening to it for the beat, but he's like really listening to with this, like, if y'all know Vicky Lowe, if y'all know what that girl be talking about, like he like, girl, which one is it? And I'm just like, okay, so I'm doing a little bit better with that, but that's like kind of the only thing that was really like, and it's not hard for me because I listen to Christian music all the time, but yeah, just really the music and just like my friend circle, whatever, community, and also like loneliness. Like, not saying that I'm lonely, but I know that
isolates you though. He isolates you to make you better.
That's what it is. I've been like in this little isolation period, and it's weird because even the more I get closer to God, he's removing people, like, and it's just like.
And also, this is a saying that I love to say, like, when God be removing people, he literally removes the people that can't come with you.
Yeah.
The people that, like, the next level you're about to reach, they haven't attained that. They cannot come, because if they come, they're gonna eat at your table.
Yeah.
They're not gonna bring nothing to the table. They're just gonna eat up, give me the money.
And that's, God's really been giving me discernment over, like, people in my circle too. A lot of people that I thought were like, oh, so like for me and stuff, a lot of people were like using me, and a lot of people were seeing, a lot of people can see my light and they see who I am before I see it in myself.
Literally, the jealousy was crazy.
Yeah, so a lot
the
of
secret
people
animosity.
Just try and, like, yeah, they'll try and dim you down and stuff. A lot of people are grimy these days, especially females. But
literally,
yeah,
and that's why I also, like, in my walk with Christ, I'm going to be removing a lot of people too, because a lot of people are watchers, and I think they're watchers for the devil. A lot of people are just, they don't know they're being used, I feel like, but you know, like how, like, they're watchers to create secret animosity, jealousy, try to get you angry, post different types of stuff, will swipe, post subs, you know, try to get you back into that life of anger that I used to have, try to make you basically triggered, you know, just to step back into that life. But I'm not going back. There's no looking back. There's no backsliding for us. There's none. Like, it's just
all in.
Let's cry all in, literally, not 1 foot in and 1 foot out, all in.
You know how to do New York dance?
The
all in.
Yo, I can't. Yo, just a little bit. I'm losing my New York side, I feel like, because I'm staying here, I'm in Lincoln, and I feel like I'm getting a lot of Philly.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Go like bidding.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm bidding.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Lord.
Good God Almighty.
North side. Let me
You be rocking it.
My husband. Yo, stop. Okay. Yo, yeah. I love y'all Philly people too. Y'all all welcome.
Yeah, no, Philly cool. Peanut Lime 215. That's my favorite. Peanut Lime 215. I don't even know. See, it's a song I be listening to.
You listen to that Philly music. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
But that's the club music. It just be getting me hyped.
I just be bidding. Like, I don't know. Let me stop. I'm from New York. Okay, and I'm forever repping New York, okay? Yeah. And you're from Baltimore. I love that though, man. I love that for us.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like for a part 2 because
yes, more coming from us, more coming from my channel.
More collabs,
she has a new channel as well, so like we're stepping into our soft life, I want to say. Should we even say that? Divine life. Period. With God by our side. And it's 2020. It's going to be 2024. So this is coming right on time. I feel like a new year, new us. For real, though. Not like how people be saying. Just new year, new us. I'm excited for this journey and what's to come. Like, I've met great people. And I'm just happy. Like, I'm in a different place.
I love that.
I'm just happy I met my girl. Like, I love her.
Oh, that's a better thumbnail.
You think so? Okay, you know.
Yeah, okay.
All right, y'all. So thank you. Like, comment, subscribe for more.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. What are you doing? It's like an infinity thing you're trying to do?
No, I was trying to do a heart, but are we doing it wrong?
Yeah, I think we're doing it right.
It's not giving heart.
Why is it not giving heart? Is it my fingers are long? Your fingers are short.
Your fingers not straight.
Let me see.
Like,
really?
Art, baby.
Art, baby. No, I'm gonna put that in the.
My bad. All right. So,
no, it's like, because when you said that, I felt like I had the patch in my head.
Not the patch. I don't know.
Alright, we gonna go. Whatever it is.
We'll find it. Okay, so back
to
your
peace sign. We can do the prayer now.
Not the prayer.
I don't want people from Philly like, yo, these girls is really bidding on us. Okay, whatever.
These days, I'm letting God handle all things above.